together. We work, we do a lot of work. Well, so we finally got a road trip. We're going to go visit the folks out of town, spend some time. We're just going to relax. Although I'm on vacation this week. And somebody jealous because they're not. But that's okay.
Well, you ain't got to rub it in my face. I mean, seriously.
See, okay, now, we didn't, nobody had to know it was you, but see, you done showed it off now.
You know how when folk be throwing off on you and saying stuff, you already know that they talking about you. So, I mean, who else in the car? Ain't nobody else in the car. So, I know you talking about me.
Well, anyway, it's road trip time.
Road trip.
And the thing about it today, we're celebrating 4 months of marriage.
That's fine.
Am I?
That's fine.
Well, I was trying to.
4 months, but y'all, it has seemed like it's been like years. I'm telling you, it's been so many changes and transitions, but they've been good. Some good changes, good transitions. Yeah, you got it right.
I know my numbers.
I'm so glad.
I was really just showing the ring. I really wasn't trying to do numbers or anything. I was just showing the ring.
But yeah, we're going home. We're going home to see our parents. I get to see my godson. Yeah, my friend. So we're just traveling down the road.
Yeah. Why are you talking like that?
Yeah.
Anyway. But you know the funny thing, well, it's not really funny. Well, no, it is funny. How we came together. I think that's how we came together. You got to be careful. I think God has a real sense of humor.
Yes, he does.
Now, we've known each other since we were little. Back to small town of Bastrop or Marouge, Louisiana. That's where we know each other. And pretty much from a church that we went to. So that's how we knew each other. Our moms really became real good friends, and that's how we come and acquainted. And during that time, she did not like me.
I'm not gonna say I didn't like you,
Well,
but
she didn't care for me. I put it like that.
well, I'm not gonna say that. It's just the fact that my mama, you know.
My mom tried to hook us up.
Yeah, she tried to hook us up, and so at that time I was kind of, you know, upset because all the people that I wanted to talk to, she didn't like. So everybody that she would try to hook me up with, I'm like, not interested. I wouldn't even give them a chance, wouldn't give them a look, because I'm like, I don't want them. So, but yeah.
And we're both preacher's kids.
Yeah, we're PK kids, so.
PK.
That's.
PK.
You know what they say about PK kids, but.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he knows.
I was good.
Yeah.
I was good.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk about PK kids.
Yeah. Well, I lived up to the name.
We're moving on. We'll be all day on that one. But
That is so wrong.
but it's amazing, like back in the day, and then after a while, we didn't see each other for years. And we've both been married before.
Right.
She's had 3 children and one of the kids. They're adults. I've been married before. I don't have any kids of my own, but I raised some. And to this day, they still look to me as dad because I raised them, and I that's very touching. And I really appreciate the love they still give me. Although it didn't make it with their mom, but they still say you're dad because nobody else has been there. So that's real touching. And that was a big concern. Stuff like that was a concern when we got together as far as marriage. I was like, okay, how this is going to come together. But everything really came together real sweet.
Right. Everything that all of our concerns, the things we were worried about, how this is going to work.
Caution, I-20 narrow lanes.
Really?
Wow. Okay.
Okay, this is our first time taking this vehicle on a road trip.
Right. So we like, what is that?
I didn't know somebody else was in the car with us.
Siri. Is that Siri, baby cousin?
It might be.
But you know, all of our concerns, everything that we were kind of worried about, didn't
Caution.
know how it was going to
I-20
work.
narrow lanes.
I mean, God just really just worked it all out to where we had to look back and say, did we really worry about this? I mean, like, the way God did it and He transitioned things, it was just so smooth.
It was. Like she said,
did we really
what were
just
we
worry
worried
about this?
So, and she was worried about, I think mostly her youngest daughter. I think that was the biggest thing. She was more worried about. The two oldest boys, they're laid back and cool.
Right.
You know, and I just found it amazing. You know, she raised 3 children. God, wow. I mean,
oh, Jesus. That's another video.
so, but you know, the transition of how we really reconnected. I guess we can somewhat thank Facebook.
Yeah.
I turned my Facebook account off, but we can somewhat thank Facebook because she found me on Facebook one day. And you know how you see people, and you haven't seen them in a while. I say friends of a friend or whatever it was. You know, you may know this person, and she found me and buzzed me and texted me, and it was like a reconnection. Like wow! And during the time I was married. You know, but you know, and I'm not trying to bring up old things. The marriage was not going well, and it was just pretty much a message from here, a message from there. Then after a while, I don't know how. I guess I was just really going through something. I guess I opened up some type of, and she was just really just encouraging me and just being nice to me, and I really appreciated that. And just just pray for your wife, and just be strong, and things work out for you and things like that. So and it was cool.
Kind of, but when I found him on Facebook, you know how when you on your Facebook page and it says people you may know, and so I saw his picture,
right?
And I was like, oh my God, that is Peter. Like I haven't seen him like in years, and so I clicked on it. And I don't know, did I send you a friend request or something? But we saw. I was just inquiring at this time. My mind wasn't even on like I like him or anything. I didn't know what was going on in his life, And so when I clicked on it and we started, catching up, then I found out that he was married and stuff like that. And when he started really just talking to me about, like he really wasn't. Oh, well, it took you a while to actually, open up as far as what was going on. I'm like, you know what? I just got out of a tough marriage and everything, and so that's why I was trying to encourage him, like, look, this is what you need to do, this, and stuff, and God's gonna work it all out for you and stuff. So it was more on that lines. It wasn't I wasn't reaching out to him to try to, get with him or anything like that. But it's just funny how God just even, it was some time even after that we didn't talk.
Right.
And it's just funny how just God just put everything back together. He really did. He put everything back together. And I really thank God for it. I just felt like he just.
Well, the thing about it was pretty much when things didn't work out, and with me and the ex, and we came to a mutual agreement with me and the ex, and we just got to the point where we say, listen, we're off course. Maybe we were better off as friends, and it was pretty much a smooth transition. There was no fighting, no scratching anybody's eyes out or anything like that, or I'm taking the car, that type of stuff. It was not anything like that. It was just a mutual agreement, going our separate ways, and let's make a better life. And because a lot of times, I really believe a lot of marriages, a lot of people end up marrying their friend, but they're not marrying the one they should be with. And I believe that was a situation in my life. I married somebody that should have been a friend instead of a wife. And you can't make something fit when it don't fit. And I think we tried that for 11 years. You bumping heads too much within 11 years, ain't nothing changing. That ought to tell you something. And again, at the same time, I made peace. I have made my peace with her, so therefore I'm not throwing any dirt at my ex or anything like that. But you have to make peace. And I can't deny after a while of continuing to talk with Laterica, I've drawn an attraction, but I was like, I just came out of something.
Right, right.
And I remember one time I was going home because she was in Monroe, my hometown of Monroe. And I said, I'm going home to visit Mom. And she texted me one day. She was just checking on me, how you doing? I said, well, I'm here visiting Mom. She said, oh, cool. You can come to our Bible study. Okay, why not? And went to the Bible study, and I did not even know. You know, she was up there singing, and then I was like, what? You didn't tell me all that, didn't you? I said, did you? I said, you didn't even sing when we was going to the old church. But I mean, we had a good time. We started to really talk, and I really think right then that's when it really kind of broke through as far as us connecting. And really, I think we were dating before we even started dating.
We didn't even.
Before we even decided to say, hey, we're going to date, because we were friends. We
shared so much with each other, you know, just about our different experiences and stuff like that. It was like we already knew each other by the time it was made official. We already knew everything about each other, and I really believe that is the best way to start any relationship, is to start out as friends, because when you're friends, you're more open to share different things. You're showing that person the real you. Like if we really had the intentions of just say, okay, we're dating now, and when we meet and we're dating and stuff, sometimes you don't really represent yourself for who you really are, and you end up finding out who a person really is 3 or 4, exactly 3 or 4. But when you're actually friends and you're not really looking for you're not really looking for anything but friendship, you're more open and to people, and you show them who. So when we got to the point where we were actually dating officially, dating, we already knew about everything, about each other. So it was
we're still learning.
Yeah, and we're still learning and everything. So
I mean, because we are just 4 months. But I say I can't really pinpoint when we really just decided to be a couple, because it was just, and then all of a sudden we just got to the point. Then I realized she had a thing for me. I was like, really?
Oh, I had a thing for you. You ain't have a thing for me. You was the first one to.
Okay, we're not talking about who had it first, but I'm just saying when I found out that you did have a thing, because I was already kind of had a thing for you, and it got to the point I said, you know what, I'm far beyond. Why not? Just let's go hang out, let's go on a date or something like that. I was far beyond the relationship at that point, and it really kicked off, and the rest is history.
Right.
So, the thing I had to learn, but you really have to close those doors before you jump into another.
Have to close doors, and that was my main concern.